Hello, internet friends. Thank you for joining me today. This video is kind of a video of new beginnings. It's starting a few things for me. It's hopefully the start of a continuing and ongoing series that I'm going to be calling my Road to Nationals 2017. I think having something that has a little bit more structure and plan to it may assist me in kind of battling my inner monologue that's constantly whispering to me, hey, let's try not to be productive today. And so I feel like I have a little bit of momentum moving forward against that personal inner demon of mine. I've been really enjoying the live streams. I've been still doing them, even if they're not popping up as much on the YouTube channel, because I'm having them go to unlisted when they're done so they don't kind of clutter the upload space. But if anybody does want to see the VODs of those afterwards, I've been dual streaming on Twitch. And so the link to my Twitch page is going to be in the description below, and if you ever miss a live stream on Tuesdays or Saturdays, you can go over there and watch the entire thing. But trying to kind of separate the two a bit and have YouTube be for my sort of my curated videos where I have topics or things that I'm talking about, and leave the long form over on the platform, or the residual long form kind of content over on the platform that may be a little bit more appropriate for that. So yeah, what is this series going to be about? This is basically going to be me kind of logging my training all the way from this stuff that I would consider probably pretty boring for most people, from the very start of this block. We're about 14 weeks out, and the weights aren't super exciting. The rep ranges are kind of frustrating to work with at times, but at the same time I think it's necessary, and I and my coaches have kind of agreed that for this prep we're going to really try and take the ego completely out of everything. Don't worry so much about the weight that's on the bar. I have a couple of things that I'm trying to really improve personally in terms of my positioning, a couple of technical fixes. Something that some of you may know, some of you may not, is that I've been battling kind of almost a chronic knee issue since last October. I competed at Nationals in Atlanta last October, and literally the day after that meet I had some tightness behind my knee, and I have just been battling that on and off ever since then. I've competed twice since then, gone through many training blocks, and had many days where the knee was a hindering factor in my training, and I'm finally not feeling that right now. I have a couple of mobility things that I've been working on. Maybe if there's enough interest, I can go into a video just specifically about that. But my method initially was to kind of throw all of the mobility work at it possible, and all of the rehab work, and hopefully it would go away. And it would go away, but then I wouldn't know what I had done that caused it, and so that was a bit of an issue. So starting really light, and we've chased it off now. I've been fixing a couple of positioning things. If you saw the front view of that squat, I don't know how much you guys may pay attention to some of those in the past, but I used to have a very uneven hip position in where one of my glutes would sit lower than the other. I had my pelvis was rotated and kind of off center, and I've been really working kind of outside of the training environment to try and improve that myself, and it kind of takes daily focus and attention, but I think it's getting better. Same thing with my bench press. I'm really focusing on trying to be more controlled, trying to not default, trying to build some stable mobility near the bottom of the pressing position, even with these higher rep sets where it'd be very easy for me to just kind of go through the motions, but trying to stay really mentally engaged in everything that I'm doing. Treat every single rep as an opportunity to improve and practice a good habit, or as an opportunity to reinforce a bad habit. And so they're not all going to be perfect, but I'm going to do my best for the next 14 weeks to consider every single chance that I'm touching the barbell or handling a weight to be a chance to actively get better. And that's the approach that I'm taking. And I don't care as much what weight's on the bar. It's going to be a very competitive 105 class at Nationals, and the only thing that I can control is the consistency and the focus and the effort that I put in. I can't make the progress come any faster than I want it to, and we're just going to do our best so that I'm not limiting myself through laziness or kind of a lack of intentionality with my approach. So yeah, that's kind of the mindset I'm in going into this, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to challenge myself in some different ways. Eric Haney and I have a couple of unique approaches that I'm going to be going into, and some changes from previous training cycles. I said in the meet video that it didn't exactly go the way that I would have anticipated, but I learned a lot, and I think a lot of people say that, you know, nothing's ever really a true failure if you learn from the experience. I would add to that. I think that's helpful. If you come away from an experience having learned, that's definitely makes it beneficial when it might not have been. But the most important thing is to apply what you learn and to utilize that information. Because if you learned from something but don't implement the new knowledge and don't implement the feedback that you were able to take away from it, then it's like you didn't learn it at all, and it's a waste of your time. And I'm trying my best to just be intentional and have a more consistent direction in what I'm doing. And some of you may have heard me talk about some of these kinds of ideas in the past, but I think that I'm in a bit of a different spot now, just mentally with all of this. And yeah, I'm mostly just excited. I'm excited, but I don't feel like I'm being overly optimistic. Like, I'm not blowing some crazy expectations out there and speaking some truth to the universe that I have to live up to. I'm just committing to limiting any regrets that I might have by giving my best effort in everything that I do. And that is going to be the way I go about this. So the live streams will continue Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm going to try and get one, at least, I'm thinking maybe combining a couple of these sessions into one video, but I'm aiming for 3 of these a week on top of the 2 live streams. The live streams are still going to be Tuesdays and Saturdays, pending anything having to change. Check out the social media links in the description down below. Check out if you want to see any of the completed live stream VODs after they're done and you missed them live. I will link the Twitch channel as well in the description. Join the Discord server if you want to see when I'm streaming live and that's interesting to you. Other than that, thank you all so much for taking some time out of your day to watch this. And let's do this one. Let's do this one right. Let's stick with it and have. I'm feeling good. Let's do it. Thank you all, friends. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.